Okay, so what you want to ask?
There was one time, it was on the third day, the third night. I was just asking God, why don't you show yourself to me? I've already experienced this. What more can I experience? Like, His touch. So, immediately, Dylan came and he tapped me on the back and said, it's pretty embarrassing, but he said, no matter who you are or what you did, God will always love you. Even if you're a man, all men cry. And immediately I burst into tears, and you went for so long. And yeah, the same thing again. Just like when I asked God, like, if you're so real, come show it to me again. Then immediately I felt the same experience, which is the my burdens being lifted up again.
It was a really big encounter for me, and that's when I spoke in tongues for the first time. So can you imagine how important it is to me now. And it was just that camp that changed everything, I feel. From that one encounter, it like gave me a 360-degree turn to who I am like this year. So
my heart felt like it was burning, it was like on fire. It's like an overwhelming feeling that just wants you to let it all out for that one moment. It's like me, I'm not a person who cries, and then at that one moment I just started to like, oh my god, what is happening to me? And I was like, yeah, probably at that moment that God was touching me in some way.
I came along with a bunch of young adults, and I remember how when I came in, the first thing I heard was the intercessors of the church praying for the camp. They were really loud, and I thought, okay, wow, people are interceding. And you know, there's something that happens, I think, when young people collectively get together to pursue God, and that's when God shows up in mighty ways that we can remember. And for me, even though I just came as a visitor, I remember how I think it was after the night service, so we were all just sitting around, and Sister Kim, she just came up to me and she started talking to me, and she started praying for me, and she just gave me a word of knowledge, which turned out to be something I needed to hear then, and something I always bring to my mind when I needed encouragement over the years. So God, like I said, can encounter you in many, many different ways. So that's the youth camp I remember the most, because even though when I went there, I was technically no longer a youth, God still met me.
I remember one specific camp. It was Camporama, I think 2009. I was really sick for some reason, and it was so bad to the point where I actually had to sit down during praise and worship, which I really didn't like. And then the pastor went up and he said, anyone who is feeling sick, I want you all to stand up right now. So I stood up, and after he prayed, like immediately I felt better. Like I was having a fever, and my nose was super blocked, so I was able to enjoy the camp. So that was one of my most unique and important encounters.
During the camp, the training, the sharing, and you actually away from the outside. The whole 3 days or 4 days in the camp, you just concentrate full, just stay there with God. The whole atmosphere just feel different, basically, and it kind of fills up your spiritually strength and everything. And when you come back, you feel refreshed. You know, you go for some holiday, when you come back, you have to take another day off to rest. For this case, you come back, you feel refreshed. Expect God to really touch you, and God will never ever forget about it. He will definitely do it. So I think when you go with an expectation, at the same time you prepare for it, God will never disappoint you.
When you go to camp, you will meet a very special person who likes to show up in camps, who loves young people, and who's got such a heart for the Father. His name is the Holy Spirit. I met him when I was 32 years old, so don't wait till you're 32 years old to get to know the most fabulous person that you'll ever meet, because he will come whenever you have this need, and he will just transform your life.